Hey everybody, David Andrews here. We're talking about the 10 healthy habits for high energy living. Now, today has been a long day. I think it's about 10:30 and I gotta post this video soon. So it's gonna be short tonight, but here's the thing. I spent over 10 hours driving my truck from Arkansas to Minnesota. It's a long day, a lot of sitting. So my body is just tight and it's been sitting all day. And so now, before I go to sleep, here is secret for the day. The secret message for our habit number 6, which is movement, is to stretch your body. Stretch your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, your fascia. I like that word, fascia. Some say fascia. It's the connective tissues that connect everything in your body. And so you really want to spend time every day stretching and allowing those muscles, those tendons, those ligaments, and those fascia to all align, to lengthen, to get more flexible. It's going to create endorphins. It's going to create improvement in your joints, allow you to be more flexible, to do more activities that you like to do. Even just simple things. So many times I've heard from friends and colleagues that they threw out their back bending over to tie their shoes, right? So simple things that we might do every day, eventually they can backfire and we can get pain and suffering and all sorts of issues if we haven't maintained the elasticity in our muscles, joints, and ligaments. So me personally, I'm not very flexible. And so I have to do a lot of different exercises, routines, movements. I try to do a lot of different variety, but most importantly is the stretching. And something that I did for several years to get me started was something called yin yoga. So if you look up on Google, on your search engine, yin yoga, Y-I-N, yin yoga is a very precise form of yoga where you simply get into a position and you hold that position for 3 to 5 minutes. Now you might know some yoga poses like a pigeon pose or a lizard pose or a child's pose. Those are some of the examples, right? You get into a relaxed position, always on your mat, always on the ground, on your floor, on your mat. You get yourself into a position that's gonna allow your muscles to relax, and then they stretch a little bit. They move into a more and more open state, a more relaxed state, gaining that flexibility. So doing yoga classes, a specific kind of yoga called yin yoga, can be very powerful. Just doing simple yoga stretches can be powerful. Any type of position where you get your body in a relaxed state, and then you move to that point, and then you maybe move a little beyond that point where you just feel a little tension, but move just a little bit beyond it and just hold it there. Don't have to bounce. These are very slow movements, right? So it's still all movement, but now we're talking micro movements where you're going to expand the elasticity of joints, tendons, muscles, fascia, right? So moving all those different aspects of our body. So I'm not a physical trainer. I'm not a professional when it comes to any of this stuff. I'm just sharing with you some of my personal things that I have done to try to make some progress in this area of flexibility, because it doesn't come naturally to me. And so if you look up a rock pose, that's where you sit on your heels, on your knees, you're kneeling, and then you sit down, you're onto your heels. I could not do that. I could not do that for about 2 years. In fact, how I'm sitting right now is cross-legged. I could not sit cross-legged most of my life. And now, I can do it. I can sit cross-legged for hours. Now it gets a little uncomfortable, it gets a little stiff in the back, but I can do it. So these are just a few things to encourage movement. So yin yoga, stretching, doing different types of micro movements where you get into a position and hold the position for 1, 2 minutes, or even 3 to 5 minutes if you have more time. But just taking 5 to 10 minutes a couple of times a day to get into this mode of stretching your body can really, really, really be powerful. You can move into other forms, lots more to it, some yoga poses, yoga classes, lots of different things you can do. But just wanted to encourage everyone who's feeling a little stiff, having tight muscles, having some joint pains, some aches and pains of any kind, taking time to do the movement, the micro movement, where you get your body slowly into position and then hold there and ease and let gravity kind of let your body ease into it. You can also combine some breathing techniques with stretching where you're taking deep breaths and then you're holding that breath and then you let that breath out and you go a little bit lower, a little bit deeper into the stretch. So those can be just a couple simple things. I'm gonna get busy now and actually do some stretches. I don't have the camera set up to really do a good demo, but wanted to first just encourage you to start the process of making a commitment to doing some stretching and moving up your fascia, your joints, your ligaments, your muscles, so that your body can feel good, and it will then raise the energy, help you sleep better, help you feel more energy for your day. So that's it. Enjoy your stretching.